All right, and welcome again to another riveting episode of I just forgot the name of the fucking show.
Untitled.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Ike, that shows we love you.
I actually listened to an episode of his show the other day. It popped up in my suggested things on YouTube. And if you, listeners of the Halted Production show with Austin and Donnie, don't listen to Ike's Untitled Car Show, you probably should. Probably
All right,
should.
so I'm like 90% sure he doesn't listen. So I've actually never listened to an episode of the Untitled Car Show.
I mean, it's a thing.
So I
apologize
started
in advance, ladies and gentlemen, because I am getting over a cold. Yeah, for my birthday last week, I got a cold. Austin, did you know last Friday was my birthday? And you got me absolutely nothing for it.
Facebook told me.
Yeah. And you got me nothing for it. You're going to sit there and you're going to vape and you're going to drink your Monster Energy drink. Chad. That's it. From now on, your name is Chad. Go get in your Volkswagen, Chad.
Oh, so I'm buying a Volkswagen. All right, what are we talking about?
Oh my God! All right, so you remember the early 2000s, right?
Vaguely, I was like 5.
Oh my God, I keep forgetting you're a child. So, early 2000s, there were a lot of things coming over from Japan that had suicide doors on them. You had the Honda Element, you had the Tacoma, the Frontier, you had the FJ Cruiser.
I thought that was
2010s. Oh, those are early 2000s. Yeah.
Really?
You could get an FJ Cruiser in like 03, 04. But you know the best thing to come out of Japan with suicide doors on it?
What?
The Mazda RX8.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, it's the best thing that came out of Japan with suicide doors on it. It's not the best thing that ever came out of Japan. As a matter of fact, I think Mazda wishes it didn't come out of Japan.
Even with the suicide doors, with that caveat, I believe that the FJ Cruiser is just a better all-around vehicle. We have to do an episode.
I don't think the FJ Cruiser should have. Yes, me, Mr. Toyota, doesn't think the FJ Cruiser should have had those suicide doors.
I'm not saying it should have had the suicide doors. I'm just saying it was a fantastic vehicle, and it happened to have suicide doors.
Oh yes, it was definitely a fantastic vehicle. I will give you that wholeheartedly.
We have to do an episode on that.
Yes, we do.
Add it to the list. All right.
So next week when we record, we have that viewer submission of the Mercedes whatever that I forget what it was.
I forgot about that.
And the FJ Cruiser.
Was it like the C3 or 230 or something?
No, it wasn't the 230. It was I don't know, something. It was a something.
All right, so let's dive into the background on the RX8.
All right, teach us.
So, if y'all don't know, the RX8, along with having suicide doors, had a rotary engine.
Behold the power of Doritos on a stick.
that after 80,000 miles start to crumble.
Well, just like Doritos, you leave them out, they get stale.
Exactly. So it was introduced, as you said, the RX-8 was introduced in the early 2000s, but it was not the first rotary that came from Mazda.
No.
Not at all.
And it wasn't even the best rotary that came from Mazda.
I mean, they introduced the rotary engines to the U.S. in 1971.
What was it in?
The R100.
All right.
And then they eventually put it in the RX2, RX3, RX4, RX5, and 3 gens of the RX7.
And you're missing one.
The
truck. RPUs, yep.
Which I desperately want. That's the only thing I get a rotary in. But
Yes, but no. Like
shut up,
I
you're wrong.
want an RPU. I hate the rotary engine. I will openly admit this. I despise the rotary engine. I believe it's witchcraft. And if you're in the Daytona Beach area and you have a rotary powered anything and you would like to take me out for a drive, let me drive your car and prove me wrong, you're more than welcome to try. But I'm
So
sure that
what
none of
we're
the eight
doing,
of you that are listening to this live this
I
close to me.
I was just about to make that joke. I was gonna say, of like maybe the 24 people that listen to this, we're taking the bet that one of them happens to live near you. Of all the cities in America, and then like half of them are in Yugoslavia, former
Yeah,
Yugoslavia.
because we recorded an episode about the Yugo.
Yes, and that's half of my viewership on my channel, which I am posting on again. So everybody go check that out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I heard there was a video that of you and I actually when we got together that you're working on.
I told you
Yes, I know
that
you're
is
eventually going to do that. Okay, so back to the topic at hand, Austin.
so yeah, they the problem with the RX8 and all the rotary engines is they were hard to work on and they cost too much and they just broke all the time. But they do have a cult following with racers, I guess, just terrible, terrible people.
People that don't understand how LS motors work, or people that understand how LS motors work and have put them in their RX8s.
Well, see, if you think about every time you've ever seen an RX8, now picture the person driving it. We're all picturing
Really,
the exact same person.
Really skinny white guy with a really baggy shirt, really scruffy beard, probably smoking a cheap cigarette. Windows are halfway down. Sunroof is tilted up but not back. And like he's not a juggalo, but he wants to be. Like that's the best way to describe this person.
So it's either that person, because I see a lot of those, or somebody that is really Asian.
Is that racist?
Probably. Well, technically, no. The definition of racism is hating every race but your own. What that is prejudice.
Stereotyping.
No, that's just prejudice. Is just holding something against one group of people.
So you're gonna hold prejudice against the Asian country for people liking the RX8.
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
So are
You
you.
do you, bro.
I guarantee you,
I hate the car. I hate the engine. I don't.
I legitimately thought you were going with, I hate Asians.
No, no.
Oh
I do
God,
not hate
that's
Asians. I absolutely love the Asian people. Their cultures, their
the lady
food.
boy you were with last night said the same thing.
So my favorite thing about now we'll openly admit that we get most of our 90% of our facts, air quotes, from the Wikipedia pages for these cars. My absolute favorite thing about the Wikipedia article for these cars, 3 paragraphs about recalls and common problems.
Oh, yeah. If they have to have a common problem section on the Wikipedia, you know it's not very good. Also, a warranty extension program.
Yeah, which, I mean, we've already touched on the engines, and then blowing the face seals out and having issues with the oil injectors and the rotor main bearings. But
just all the things.
And then you had issues with them overheating. And then you had issues with them catching fire.
Like I said, if you
and
have
then
to
you
have
had
a
issues
common
with
problem
the
section on the
transmissions
Wikipedia,
not being able to take the RPMs of the engines.
Like I said. Oh God.
Coming soon to the Mazda RX-8 common problems section, Austin's microphone.
Shut up.
Oh, I am delirious from work today. This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fantastic. We're already a third of the way
and we are
and nothing's been talked about.
We started low and we're still there.
Hey, if you start low, you can only go higher unless you're us, and then you just start going into the
Yeah.
negative.
My favorite thing though, my favorite thing is how they fixed the transmission problems for the automatic transmissions that couldn't handle the RPMs.
All right.
Most cars have one transmission cooler, right? No, the
All right.
RX8s, they just put in a second transmission cooler.
Hey, it's simple.
It's more prone to leaks.
That's fine. At least the transmission's not dying.
No, you're just leaking transmission fluid everywhere until the
So
transmission dies.
let's talk about the like 20,000 different um iterations of this car, the trim
Oh,
levels.
yes, do.
All right, so starting from the top, we have the Shinko, we have the Evolve, we have the PZ, we have the Revelation, we have the Nemesis, we have the Kuro, we have the 40th anniversary, the Hydrogen RE, the NRA, sponsored by the Rifle Association. I'm kidding, it's not.
Oh, you almost had me for a minute there.
That would have been the best crossover of all time.
No, the best crossover of all time is the Nissan Murano Cross Cabrio. Continue.
Have you ever driven one?
Yes, and I almost bought one actually.
No.
I almost bought.
No, you did
I almost
not.
bought one. Hear me out. I almost bought one. It was at a police auction, and they only wanted like $1,500 for it.
I wouldn't have bought
and
it.
I
No.
almost bought it just because it would have been a stupid daily driver.
They're so terrible. They have like no structural rigidity, and driving. It feels like you're driving a boat.
It's an SUV with the roof missing. What do you expect, Austin?
A sports car. I want sports car like handling in an SUV without a roof.
Yeah, and what color would you like your dragon to be for Christmas?
Preferably carbon fiber colored, but that's just me.
Carbon fiber isn't a color, it's a material.
Yes, it is. No, it's a color.
Carbon is a color. Carbon fiber is a material.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Don't you dare go Adam Savage on me.
I'm going full Adam
I
Savage.
swear, I wish I could jump through this FaceTime right now and just...
All right, so give us some information on the different editions.
Well,
is the best word.
Well, you have to break it down between the first cycle and the second cycle of the body styles. First one ran 02 to 08, or 02 to 07, then 08 to 10 or 12. There was a mid-cycle refresh for the body. Basically, they made it a little stiffer by adding a shock tower brace. They enhanced the front suspension tower areas. The rear suspension geometry was revised. Manual transmission cars got different rear final drive ratios.
And what did all of this do?
Absolutely nothing.
Awesome.
Yeah. But the Renesis 2 came out. The second generation of the Renesis rotary engine came out in 09. So you got a third oil injection port in your rotary.
Woo, man!
So you had 6 oil injectors and a new oil pump on your rotary.
That's big right there.
You know what the best thing about this car is though?
What?
The back badge, the Mazda badge, has a rotary outline around it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never noticed it. I've legitimately never noticed it. I'm trying to find a picture of it.
Yeah, everything in this car is shaped like the rotary. The shifter, the opening for the parking brake, insets in the dashboard, the opening in the headrest is in the shape of a rotary. Or the rotor.
Hey,
it's
we all like Doritos. It's okay.
What?
You know what my favorite thing about this car is?
That it's no longer for sale.
No. So, at non-ironic point, my favorite thing about this car is that insurance companies consider it 4 doors that at least in the U.S. it is cheaper for insurance, even though it's basically a two-door sports car. It is qualified because of the suicide doors as a four-door like sedan. So the insurance is really cheap for what it is.
Yeah, but in Japan, because it has four doors, it's actually considered a larger vehicle, so insurance is actually more expensive on it.
But you know who cares?
Not me.
The people in Japan who we have zero viewers in. I know that for a fact. I've looked at the analytics. We have no viewers in Asia.
This is fantastic.
All right, so where do we go from
I
here?
don't really know. Like we're both rambling about a car that we absolutely or that we don't like. Like that's
exactly
the funny thing. This episode is a car that's out of production that neither of us really like or want for multiple reasons. But yet we're choosing to talk about it.
Yeah, and this is the second time we've actually recorded this.
Why, Austin? Why is it the second time we've recorded this? Is it
all right, Mr. Fisker Karma? Record 5 times.
We only recorded that one twice.
No, we did not. You were not remembering correctly.
I am remembering 100% correctly.
You were not. All right, let's head over to Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. All right. There are within 100 miles of my location innumerable examples of this for sale. Typically from around $1,500 to $5,000, depending on condition, miles, and such. So they're all pretty terrible, to be honest. The people that drove these, you don't want to have a car after them. That's like buying a car from your, 16-year-old neighbor who's like, no, I didn't drift in it. What do you mean?
Yeah. You know what I am finding though?
What?
I'm seeing one here that's got a weird body kit on it.
The wide body kit?
No, it's not a wide body. It's just got this weird body kit on it.
A lot of people put like weird wide body kits on them.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
That's a very early 2000s thing to do. Do you remember, did you ever play like Midnight Club Edition or Midnight Club Dub Edition Remix, stuff like that? The racing games?
No, because when those were out, I was in high school and had a girlfriend.
I believe you were in high school. That's the part of that sentence I believe.
Okay, Austin.
All right. Oh, an RX-7. I like the RX-7s, just the look of them, a whole lot more than the RX-8s.
So I have one RX-8 listed for sale 4 times. Each time, it's a different picture. 3 of them are for $4,500. One is for $4,700.
You should message them on the $4,500 and be like, "Will you take 47?"
And they're all posted. They're all posted yesterday.
Oh, so he didn't even like wait.
No.
He was just expecting an immediate response.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a $2,000 04 RX-8 6-speed Shinka edition. Runs great and drives good. Wait, I'm not done. Runs great, drives good, but the steering wheel is locked up, won't move. I don't know what's wrong with it. That second statement directly contradicts the first of runs great, drives good, but it doesn't run or drive good. 2,000 or best offer, need gone today.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that I've read on Craigslist lately, because, we both search for cars all the time. I was looking this up earlier today. I was looking for something else and saw the phrase, the sentence, runs perfect, shifts great, no key, never had one.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, this just came factory with no key.
So I sent the guy a text and asked, "Did you pop the ignition?" And he goes, "No, I've never started the car."
So how do you know if it runs?
That was my next question, and he never responded.
Imagine the shock when somebody gets there, tries to start it, and like, I thought you said it runs. I don't know.
Yeah. Can I hear it run? No, I don't have a key.
All right, so this one, this is an '05 RX8, $4,200, big price tag. In all caps, first thing, collector's item with an apostrophe S. Um, collector's item. So, already a typo.
You mean false hope?
Well, no, it's not even that. But yeah. So it's an '05 manual transmission RX8. The bullet points are single CD player with AM/FM radio, rear-wheel drive, four-wheel ABS. Those are the three things that they listed. And then it says some damage on bumper. For $4,200 and 110,000 miles on it. It's ridiculous. People are proud of their shit.
2005
Right.
Mazda RX-8, classic car.
Classic car.
The takeaway from this one: I am open to all offers of trading. I honestly would like a pretty even swap for keys. I have title in hand. I'm willing to negotiate or see what your vehicle might be worth. If you think your vehicle has more value, then I'm also open to trading plus cash. I only have 2,000 extra cash to throw towards something. You know what this person never did? List a price that they want for their car.
All right. I have the highest one that I've scrolled through so far.
Oh, we're doing this?
$5,500. It's an '06 RX8. Guess how many miles it has?
It's either going to be really high or really low.
We're going really high, 170,000.
What? It better have an LS in it for that price.
No.
It better
And
have a
then
302
it says
Ford in it for that price. Better have a Chrysler Hemi in it for that price. Better have an Iron Duke in it for that price.
Even the Iron
Better
Duke.
have a 3-cylinder Geo Metro motor in it for that price.
It better have the 225 Dauntless V6 in it for that price. Something.
Oh, the Oddfire V6. I love those.
I have one sitting
Yeah, I know.
in my garage.
I know. I know. The Buick Oddfire V6, not the straight 6.
No, I know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got that other CJ.
Yes, but you're talking about there's a different. The 225 Dauntless is not the Buick Oddfire.
I said or the Buick Oddfire. I love those.
I almost picked up one of those for $50 about a year ago.
If you do, I will. If you ever come across one, I will buy it from you. I just want to make a coffee table out of it.
People are like, "What's that coffee table?" It's odd. I don't know.
All right, so talk to me about your most expensive RX-8.
170,000 miles. The description: cars for the most part in good condition. Power steering is acting funny. Just maybe something small, and brakes. Brakes. Period. Which I'll have checked. Period. If I fix the steering and brakes, price goes up because of cost. Let's see. He lists more things wrong with the car. And he said message if serious. I don't think anyone's messaged him at all.
And that was how much?
Let's see. 5,500.
Hey, Austin.
Found a $6,000.
What year was it?
06.
All right. So I have a 2010
All right.
for $12,500.
Hmm.
Not $1,205, $12,500.
What?
I'm the second owner. The car currently has just over 40,000 miles, 40,046. I'm selling because I just moved into a new condo and I no longer have a garage to store it in. The car has always been, BIN, kept in garage. It's a GT with a leather interior, sunroof, and 18-inch wheels. It was also recently rear-ended with damage to the rear bumper. Have all records and pictures, not sure what else to say about it. Ask questions and I'll be happy to answer. The car also has a small wrinkle in the bottom right rear door and crease on the front left fender. It's black metallic paint.
All right. I got one that beats your price
Really?
by a fair bit.
I swear to God. Go for it.
18.5.
Come again for Big Fudge?
18.5. A 2008 RX8. And it's driven 74,822 kilometers. Because they have kilometers. And it starts off, the notorious rotary engine has been a flagship icon for Mazda for years. They use notorious, which is
not notorious or not infamous or what adjective could they have used to make that worse? Infamous? Ostentatious?
well, notorious is generally
Notorious.
received as bad.
Dun, 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 dun. Notorious. Dun, dun. Oh, that's early 90s rap. You wouldn't have been around for it.
You're right. God, how is this? Oh God, why? Why? Oh, got a got a 13.5 with an LS1.
There we go. Finally one that's worth buying.
There we go. 400 plus
I
horsepower.
knew if we looked far enough, we'd find one.
Attention. Big letters. This car has a Corvette LS1 engine, 4-Lego transmission, stainless steel long tube headers, 400 plus horsepower. It's a racing car and can run up to 500,000 miles with no problem. One owner, parentheses, female.
Did
The American Muscle Power? I don't know.
If she did,
Says the American,
if you're listening to this and this is your car,
which they're not,
will you marry me?
they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a very clean swap in it.
Send that to me. We need to look over this because now we're on to something. We're on to the RX8 that I might actually buy. Not that I really want
send over
an RX8, but it's in
for 13.5.
It's in Huntsville, Alabama. Wait, do you see what's in the garage?
A Ford Ranger?
It's a first-gen Lightning. That's a first-gen Lightning that's in the garage.
They have a nice backyard. They also have a Ford, one of the big vans, E350 vans. So, what do you think? What are you thinking about it?
I absolutely love this car.
It looks like a very clean swap. Like, if you look at it, very, very clean in the engine bay.
Well, yeah, but enough people have done this swap to where there's kits for it. And I love how their picture of the... I love how they have just a picture of an engine from, like, Jegs. The only thing that gets me is it's an automatic. I'm by no means like a manual enthusiast or elitist or anything, but some cars, I understand wanting to buy them with an automatic. Some cars I understand needing to have a 5-speed or a 6-speed. that almost needs to have a stick in it.
Yeah. No, it needs to have a stick.
Yeah, like my daily driver, I'm perfectly content with it being an automatic. But yeah, that
I'm
needs
trying
a
to
stick.
find another. I'm trying to find another LS swap, and I can't find one.
I don't have any. I found a Shinka.
I found 2 of those. I found 2.
All right, this has to be a typo. 2006 RX8 5-speed manual, $29,900.
Send it to me.
Nope, it's definitely a typo. He has it listed twice, one for 29,000, one for 2,900.
Ah.
Yeah, so uh, I guess so. So what's our final thoughts on the RX8, Austin?
No one wants one unless it has an actual motor in it.
I mean, they're cars.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a car.
All right, here you go. RX8 or Ridgeline, which would you rather have?
RX8.
RX8 or brand new Mitsubishi Mirage?
Mitsubishi Mirage.
RX8 or stanced Geo Metro?
Geo Metro any day. You can put the Geo Metro up against about anything. I'll be like, fuck it, I want a Geo Metro.
Why haven't we bought Geo Metros yet?
Because people, it's either they're in really good condition or like wheels falling off in the middle of the woods. There's no in between.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, I think you have it. There's our take on the RX8. If you own an RX8, trade it for a Geo Metro. If you're thinking about buying an RX8, don't buy a Geo Metro.
Oh god, I found a Ford Aspire.
An Aspire?
Aspire. They spelled it with 2 S's.
That's awesome. But yeah, if you're listening to this and you like what we're doing here on the Halted Production Show, I'll get the name of the thing right. Please,
the Untitled Production
the
Show.
Untitled Halted Production Car Show. We should get Ike on for one of these.
We need
and
to.
We'll talk about
now,
we'll talk about something that he absolutely hates.
What we need to do is talk about something he loves and just shit all over it.
That's a better idea than mine. That's a better idea than mine.
Like, we need to just do a Fiero episode again and just shit all over it.
I can't do that. In good consciousness,
You can.
I can't do that.
Let's see. What else does he love?
The Mitsubishi Mirage.
That's true. All right. We need to break our rule of we need to make a prediction that the Mitsubishi is going to withdraw from the car market and do a pre-withdrawal episode on the Mirage.
Do we need to do an episode of cars that we know are going to fail in the near future?
Yes, and have him on for that.
We'll get video of that. I'll dress up as a genie.
So what we need. This will be perfect. You need to remember this because I'll forget it. Cars we know are going to fail. We get Icon. We each do 3.
Yeah.
We each pick 3, and both of us pick the Mitsubishi Mirage, and just shit all over it.
And then we completely disagree with everything that he has to say.
Yes.
Yeah, I love this. I love this. And what's great is I know he doesn't listen to the show, so
he'll never know.
Okay, so we all know that I tweet from the @HaltedProd Show Twitter account,
and I occasionally mistweet from it, thinking it's mine.
So I made a comment last week about how we were having issues with the audio for this episode, like because it was a rotary engine. And he did like the tweet like 3 days later.
Exactly.
So I'm willing to bet he doesn't listen.
I know he doesn't. He's not going to listen to us two idiots just fucking ramble about shit. All right, so the thing I've tried listening to his, the thing is, what made me record ours this way was he just records straight off Skype.
We're not going to talk about our friends, Austin. We can't let the outsiders know our secrets.
Well, I'm just saying that's the one reason I can't listen to his is because it records off Skype and you can tell the quality difference.
Anyway, we still love you, Ike. We would love you more if you had an LS swapped RX8. And
an LX swap Mitsubishi Mirage.
How would you LS swap them? It would take a big fucking welder to LS swap a Mirage.
So, what you need to do, rear mount the engine with the transmission going forward, put a V-drive in the front, back to the back wheels. So you have basically two drive shafts, one on top of the other.
Are you saying do it like Roadkill did Stubby Bob?
Yes.
That's a great idea. That's an idea right there.
That's what I've wanted to do to the second Yugo forever.
I've already told you my plans for that one.
I know, so come and fucking get it.
I'm not going to be up there again until I'll be passing through in February.
So bring something you can tow with and just get a
I'm getting
U-Haul
a
trailer.
rental car from Birmingham to Daytona.
Get something you can tow with.
We'll see what happens.
Get something you can tow. Just bring something you can tow with, and then get a U-Haul trailer.
We'll see.
All right.
It's
all right,
small
everybody.
enough. You can just put it in the trunk of like a Hyundai Sonata.
True.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could flat tow it.
No, you cannot.
Why not?
Because two of the tires are flat.
Take them off your car.
No!
Your car doesn't run.
That was the whole reason I bought the second Yugo. Was because it had brand new tires on it.
Yeah. So I want my tires back, damn it.
I still have the title.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you're thinking about buying an RX-8, only buy one that's had an LS swap. If you own an RX-8, trade it for 3 Geo Metros. If you own a Geo Metro, keep on keeping on. I'm Donnie. That's Austin. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.